D.L. Hughley breaks the news. CNN, Saturday night at 10, Sunday night at 11.
All right, my next guest is the author of the new book, The Mocha Manual, Turning Your Passion into Profit. Please welcome Kimberly Seals Allers. How you doing?
I'm
So you are an author.
Yes.
You left a six-figure job to pursue your passion, which was writing.
Yes.
It had to be rough.
It was really scary. I got to be honest with you. You know, I believe direct deposit are two of the greatest words in English language, and I had a great job, and I enjoyed that every other Thursday security, as it were. And so it was really difficult. And you know, my personal life, I have 2 children. I was really, my marriage was crumbling. So there was a lot of reasons for me to say no. I was scared. But what I realized was that to not go forward, to not pursue this dream of mine was actually a greater risk for me than actually going forward with it. So I set about doing that.
It didn't matter, like weren't you scared? I mean, like now, somebody who might want to turn their hustle into a career, they might be kind of reticent to do so in an economy like this.
Well, you know, actually, in the book, I talk about some actual ways that you can turn a downturn into actually a positive. There are actually greater ways that you could use it to your advantage as a small business owner. For example, right now, there are a lot of laid-off people who you probably couldn't afford anymore, who are talented, have great experience in key areas that you could probably afford. They might be willing to work with you. They are probably more mentally inclined to work with a small project and something that's more grassroots. So it's a great time for small business owners to find talent.
Now, you talk about taking your side hustle and making it. What if hustling is your side hustle?
Well, then you need focus. Hustling on what? And then we could actually figure out whether that's a hustle that's a business or maybe a hustle that just stays a hustle.
Right. How come it turns to weed again? I don't understand. Now, like, I read the example of a young lady who had a GED, and I love people with GEDs because I had one. And the great thing about that, we don't have high school reunions. We just meet up at Denny's every 3 years. But she started a salon.
An airport spa. She actually pioneered that concept. So if you go to an airport and see a spa in the airport, she actually pioneered that. She's a high school dropout from the Bronx, went back to get her GED, and really had an unproven idea. Her name is Gina Stern. She lives in New Jersey, just a fabulous woman, but her sheer determination and her belief in her passion and that this was something that could work, she went and she just was persistent. And you can imagine what it's like trying to convince the Port Authority to let you know, have space in the airport. And now she has 2 spas at Newark.
Not to check your bag.
Exactly.
These are all difficult challenges.
Very difficult.
You started writing, your first book was about black women being pregnant and dealing with it, what to do. So what made you think that was going to be as lucrative as it turned out to be?
Well, you know, motherhood changed my life. I mean, I had a great career, and when I became a mom, I just really, everything just shifted for me. But I was really surprised to see some of the statistics about black women in pregnancy. So I felt like...
Yeah, I read that they are 3 times more
We're twice as likely to
have
a low birth weight baby. Right. We're still 3 times more likely to die during childbirth. And everybody thought this was because we tend to be poor. But they did studies on college-educated black women who were having the same outcomes. Wow. So the whole medical profession couldn't figure out what's our story. And so I really wanted to write something. And really my passion is empowering black women as mothers. And that's what we do at the website, mochamanual.com. And that's what we do every day, is figuring out how we can kind of change our experience as moms.
So make your hustle your job.
That's right.
Because my wife's hustle is spending my money.
But you know what? Personal shopping, she could spend other people's money, turn that key
she
passion.
Would shop and then, you know, this would look good on me. I can't wait till I see this, is what she would do. So basically what I hope you do, I think the book is wonderful. I encourage everybody to take a look at it. But could you get my wife a job? Could you? Kimberly Seals Allers, give a big round of applause.